terrible dream. In the morning, my thoughts were interrupted by a knock at the door.
Sir! Sir! Open up!
What's going on, Bates?
Open up, sir! I have to tell you something.
Hold on, Bates. I'm there in a moment. What's the matter, then?
It's horrible, sir. Henry, our gardener. They found him in the garden pond.
Calm down, Bates. What are you talking about?
They found him dead this morning in the pond. I know what I am saying. I saw his body being dragged out.
How did it happen?
I have no idea. Detective Collier will tell you that. He has been questioning everyone for quite some time now, and he wants to speak to you too. He did not give any of us a chance to recover from the shock, not even Madam.
Where will I find him?
He's waiting for you in the common room. We had better go there right away, sir.
All right, let's go. Detective Collier.
Yes. Samuel Gordon, I presume. I need to speak with you. Mr. Gordon, do you know what happened?
Yes, Bates told me everything.
Good. I need to ask you a couple of questions. Shall we begin?
Yes.
Did you speak with Henry Stanton yesterday?
Yes, I only arrived yesterday, but I spoke with him during the day.
Oh, you arrived yesterday?
Yes, to attend William's funeral.
I understand. What did you speak with Stanton about?
I don't know exactly. It was a very trivial conversation.
Had you known him from before?
No, I only knew Mr. Dickens, who was Henry's predecessor.
That was before you left the manor?
Yes, about 12 years ago.
Okay, let's return to your conversation with Stanton yesterday. Did he seem strange to you? Nervous or disturbed?
No, nothing like that. He behaved normally.
So, you are saying that he seemed normal?
Right.
I spoke to Morris, your groom, before this interview. He told me that Stanton would often have a bit too much to drink.
Yes, I have heard the same.
Madame Victoria has also confirmed it.
What do you make of it?
Well, they found him in the garden pond, tangled up in algae. I don't know yet how he ended up in there, but the most likely explanation is that it was on account of his drunken state. He might have bumped into something, lost his balance, and fallen into the water.
Maybe. But don't you think the water would have awakened him?
No, exactly the opposite. It was water that caused his death. He fainted, fell into the pond, and the cold water did its thing.
Stopped his heart?
He wouldn't be the first drunkard to have drowned like this. What's ironic, however, is that it didn't happen in a lake or a river, but in a little bit of water in the back garden. Oh well, no man can choose his death. If there is nothing you need to ask, I won't be keeping you any longer.
Thank you.
I have all I need for now. Would you please see me out?
Certainly. Follow me, Detective.
I will now wait for Dr. Herman's report and close this case. Thanks for your time, Gordon.
You're welcome, Detective.
Goodbye.
Collier wants to close the case. Now that Henry is dead, I've got to find a way to obtain the second part of that strange object.
Hej, siemaneczko wam wszystkim ludziska, z tej strony Arturo, witam was na swoim kanale i kontynuujemy Black Mirror. Mamy kolejne morderstwo w grze, tym razem padło na Henry'ego. Udamy się do ogrodu, zobaczymy czy nie zostawił tam żadnej wiadomości. Być może popełnił samobójstwo, albo brały w tym udział osoby trzecie. Jak widać, pogoda w gierce nas nie rozpieszcza, pada deszcz, jest burza. Przypominają mi się ostatnie dni, kiedy przeszedł orkan Ksawery. No niestety narządził wiele szkód w moim powiecie. Między innymi nie było prądu przez 2 dni, dlatego nie miałem możliwości nagrywania odcinków wcześniej. Mam nadzieję, że mi to wybaczycie, no ale z naturą się nie wygra. Okej, czyli tak. Henry utopił się w stawie.
According to both Bates and Collier, Henry's body was tangled up in algae when they found him. How could he possibly have drowned in this though?
No właśnie, wydaje mi się, że ta fontanna za głęboka nie jest, więc jak on mógł się tutaj utopić? Chyba że ktoś trzymał jego głowę pod wodą. Może faktycznie brały w tym udział osoby trzecie.
I shouldn't have made Henry clean the fountain. How could I have known that something like that would happen?
Samuelu, nie powinieneś brać winy na siebie.
The water is murkier than yesterday. The water is...
Woda jest bardziej mętna niż wczoraj. Okej, udajmy się zatem do ogrodu, tam gdzie była pracownia Henry'ego, czyli w szklarni na tyłach. Zobaczymy, czy coś tam znajdziemy. Może jest jakiś przedmiot, który Henry zostawił i który ma tutaj kluczową rolę w całym tym zajściu. Zobaczmy jeszcze do rozdrabniacza, czy nie ma tam śladów krwi.
It's full of rainwater. It will have to be cleaned before it can be used again. The leaves will begin to rot soon. The bags are soaked badly. Perhaps Henry forgot to burn the leaves. Who will take over his job now that this thing has happened?
No właśnie przed chwileczką też się zastanawiałem, kto przyjdzie zastąpić Henry'ego. Skoro ludzie niechętnie chcą przychodzić tutaj do pracy. Ten obrazek już oglądaliśmy, ale może pojawiły się jakieś nowe symbole.
The Black Mirror Castle.
No niestety nie.
Cans of paint and a tin with brushes lying on it. Only painter stuff, nothing else.
Jedynie sprzęt malarski, nic ciekawego.
It's full of dry leaves. Nothing but leaves.
W skrzyneczce też nic nie ma ciekawego. Zajrzyjmy w takim razie do szuflad.
It's locked.
Skrzynka, która jest zamknięta.
It's closed and probably full of whiskey. Henry hid it here so as not to carry it.
Whisky jest zawsze dobre, ale tylko na specjalne okazje. Dobra, mamy tutaj metalową skrzynkę, która jest zamknięta i zapewne będziemy musieli znaleźć do niej kluczyk. Pytanie, gdzie jest ciało Henry'ego?
They're empty, ready for planting in. It's full of clean water. I don't want to water anything. Gardening tools and small tubes with fertilizer. I can't see a bill of exchange anywhere. Where could Henry have put it?
No właśnie, a to jest pytanie, gdzie Henry mógł je położyć? Być może są w tamtej skrzyneczce.
Seeds of some plants, maybe beans.
Czarodziejska fasolka, jak w Dragon Ballu.
There is nothing interesting.
Po zażyciu tych fasolek odradzają się nasze siły. Dobra, wydaje mi się, że już wszystko tutaj przejrzeliśmy i nic zrobić póki co nie możemy, dopóki nie znajdziemy kluczyka Henry'ego. Okej. Gdzie byśmy mogli się teraz udać? Może do stajni, pogadamy sobie z Morrisem. Może on będzie wiedział coś więcej na temat śmierci Henry'ego, tym bardziej, że się nie lubili. Może to on brał udział w tym morderstwie. Nie ma go na zewnątrz, w sumie nie dziwię się, skoro pada deszcz. Tak więc wejdźmy do stajni i zobaczmy, czego tam znajdziemy. No jest.
Morris, do you have a moment?
Sure.
What do you think about what has happened to Henry?
It was to be expected. He drank way too much. I guess it had to end like this.
It sounds like you really don't care that it happened.
Well, we didn't exactly like each other, but I wish no ill will to anyone.
It was you who found him, right?
Yes, I needed something from the back garden, and as I was walking past, I noticed something floating in the fountain. I went closer to have a look, and he was totally tangled up in the weeds. I could see nothing except his coat.
Did you notice anything else?
No, I panicked, you see. I ran to the castle to get Bates to go have a look with me. I kept thinking I might have been confused and imagined it. But it really was Henry.
What happened next?
I rode into the village to get the detective. You know the rest.
So, Morris found Henry. Were you in the stable yesterday?
Sure I was. Where else would I have been?
The lights were not on.
Well, maybe I wasn't. Why are you asking? Oh, I can see where you're coming from. You're thinking that maybe what happened to Henry might not have been an accident and that somebody might have helped him into that pond. I may be a drunkard and a saucebox, sir, but I'm no murderer.
No one is calling you a murderer, Morris. I was just asking.
All right, fair enough, sir. If Madam learns that you are starting to suspect me, I may as well go looking for a new job. There's not much work available in this neighborhood. And besides, who would want to hire a man with one leg that is almost completely lame?
I'm not accusing you of anything, Morris. At least not yet. Morris, have you boarded up the old well like I asked you to yesterday?
Not yet, sir. I'll do it today.
It should have been done yesterday. I'm surprised that Henry didn't fall into it.
Excuse me, sir?
You know well how I meant that. I want to see it secured today, or you can start looking for a new job. Is that clear?
Sure, I'll do it. You needn't shout at me, sir.
I have no idea what has gotten into me. Why did I yell at him like that? I will go then.
All right, sir.
Biedny Morris, dostało mu się za to, że nie zabił studni. No ale cóż, miał to zrobić wczoraj.
There's enough light in here during the day.
Zapalimy światło, niech konie też się cieszą. Dobra. Chyba nic tutaj zrobić nie możemy, pogadaliśmy sobie z Morrisem. No nie wydaje mi się, żeby on był mordercą, mimo tego, że nie lubił Henry'ego. Nie wydaje mi się, żeby był w stanie to zrobić. Okej, studnia nie jest i tak zabita dechami. Dobra, w takim razie udajmy się do domu, pogadajmy sobie z Batesem, z Wiktorią, z Robertem. Zobaczymy, co oni mają nam do powiedzenia. Gdzie byśmy mogli znaleźć domowników? W bibliotece? Aha, dobra, tutaj mamy Wiktorię. Podejdźmy zatem do niej i z nią porozmawiajmy. No, wydaje mi się, że dosyć to przeżyła. Kolejne morderstwo, śmierć w zaledwie kilka dni.
What happened to Henry is awful. First William, and now... Henry liked to drink, but other than that, he was a good man.
I'm sorry, Victoria.
I would like to be alone now. Do you need anything, Samuel?
Doktor Herman.
Dr. Herman, the physician. Does he live in Willow Creek?
No, some time ago he moved into an abandoned house near the old mill. It is quite close on the road to Willow Creek, the only house far and wide.
Yes, I remember where that is. Thanks.
Please excuse me now, Samuel.
Okej, nie będziemy przeszkadzać Wiktorii, widać, że bardzo to przeżywa, a na naszej mapie prawdopodobnie pojawiła się nowa lokacja. Dom Hermana, którego zresztą też odwiedzimy. Okej, w bibliotece nikogo nie ma. Gdzie byśmy mogli znaleźć Batesa? Albo póki już tu jesteśmy, udamy się do góry. Tutaj też nikogo nie ma. Udamy się do góry i zapukamy do Roberta. A na samym końcu pójdziemy do jadalni. Ogólnie też mieliśmy dziwny koszmar, tak jakbyśmy widzieli śmierć Henry'ego. To też było dziwne. Czyżbyśmy mieli zdolność przewidywania tego, co się wydarzy?
I need a word with you, Robert.
Yes, but I am quite busy at the moment.
I won't keep you long.
Yes, I'm listening.
Did you speak with Collier?
Yes, he detained me for over half an hour with those questions of his.
So, what do you think about all of this?
Me? Collier's theory seems logical to me. I do not believe anyone would want to kill Henry. Henry drank himself to senselessness many times before, but this time he was unlucky enough to fall into the pond. Cold water certainly had something to do with the body's condition. Being a physician, I can certainly attest to that.
You're probably right.
Is there anything else you want to talk about? I have a lot of work to do today.
Wiktoria.
Victoria is not willing to talk to me right now. Maybe you should talk to her instead.
You need to consider her age, Samuel. She just needs some time to herself. I'll talk to her in the evening.
You have mentioned often since I arrived that you have a lot of work. So, what are you working on?
Oh, I would rather not bother you with the details. Let's just say I'm carrying out specific research. Perhaps I will tell you more about it tomorrow, when I have some time. I need to leave for Ashbury this evening to check on some results.
Oh, all right. I will go now.
All right. Feel free to come back if you need anything, Samuel.
No dobra, pogadaliśmy sobie z Robertem, nie będziemy mu przeszkadzać.
Victoria is at the fireplace in the hall.
Ogólnie powiem wam tak, że śmierć przez utopienie się jest naprawdę okropna. Ostatnio w moim powiecie dość dużo się wydarzyło takich sytuacji z topielcami, no i powiem wam, że to nie jest fajny widok. Mimo tego, że nie widziałem zwłok, to nie jest fajny widok, kiedy strażacy szukają tych zwłok. No i zawsze pojawia się takie pytanie w głowie, co czuje rodzina osoby, której nie mogą znaleźć. W tamtą sobotę, dokładnie tydzień temu, przewrócił się kajak z 2 osobami.
The ceiling has collapsed under its own weight. The old wing won't last much longer. Luckily no one was here when it happened.
Jedną osobę wyłowił rybak, druga osoba niestety poszła na dno.
Another part of the ceiling could collapse at any time. I'd rather not go any further.
Niestety strażacy nie mogli odnaleźć ciała, mimo tego, że szukali, no to tego ciała nie mogli znaleźć. Kilka dni później w tym samym jeziorze po raz kolejny utopiła się kolejna osoba i też strażacy szukają jej ciała. Nie wiem, czy to jest jakaś klątwa, nie mam zielonego pojęcia, ale jakiś miesiąc temu w zbiorniku wodnym niedaleko szpitala psychiatrycznego też utopiły się 2 osoby, pacjenci właśnie tamtego szpitala. Tak więc naprawdę w tym roku jest plaga topielców w moim powiecie. To nie jest fajne, uwierzcie mi.
Bates,
Yes, sir?
Henry.
you said you were there when they dragged Henry out of the fountain.
Unfortunately, I was. The sight was terrible.
I have to tell you something. I feel responsible for what happened to him.
Why would you say something like that, sir?
Well, I ordered him to clean the fountain. He did not want to do it, but I insisted.
You mustn't think that way, sir. Surely, if he had not been drunk, nothing would have happened. And I actually heard Dr. Herman say that his death occurred sometime after midnight. It is not your fault. Certainly, he would not be cleaning it in the middle of the night.
I really hope so. Bates is probably right. Henry most likely fell in there by accident. I spoke to Collier. As you can imagine, he asked me a lot of curious questions. Tell me, what did he question you about?
Many things. But most of all, he was interested in the place where we found Henry. It was very unpleasant having to describe it all over again, sir.
Oh? Can you repeat to me what you told him?
I was afraid you would ask. Well, if I must. I was awakened by a sharp knock at the door of my room. Morris was shouting something about Henry. He seemed utterly confused, rapidly pouring out incoherent sentences. He wanted me to go with him to the back garden immediately. At that moment, I still had no inkling of what had transpired.
Did you go with him right to the fountain?
Yes, and only there did I realize what had happened. It took me a while to come to myself again, but then I went straight to the telephone.
What time was it?
It was about 6 in the morning. Collier and Dr. Herman arrived an hour later. That is all, sir. You know the rest.
Yes. Thanks for being so patient, Bates. When did Dr. Herman leave?
Half an hour ago. He took Henry's body to the old morgue.
Did he mention to anyone what he thought about all this?
He had a long conversation with the detective, but I have no idea what they were speaking about. I was so distraught, I was not really listening.
All right. That's all then, Bates.
Body is in the old morgue then.
What was Morris doing in the back garden so early in the morning? His work is in the stable, right?
Yes, but he sometimes helps with the gardening. Henry cannot do everything that needs to be done. I mean, he was not...
Bates, why don't you take the rest of the day off? You don't have to work under the circumstances.
No, sir. I do not want to just be sitting around brooding. I'd rather attend to my responsibilities. It helps take my mind off things.
I understand. I think I will go now.
I'll return to my work.
No dobra, pogadaliśmy sobie z Batesem. Na naszej mapie na pewno pojawiło się miejsce z kostnicą, ale zanim się tam udamy, chciałbym jeszcze raz odwiedzić Morrisa. Nie wiem, nie daje mi coś spokoju, wydaje mi się, że on coś ukrywa. Tylko czy będzie chętny do rozmowy? A to jest pytanie. Przy okazji zapytamy się, czy zabił już dechami studnię.
I'll leave him to his work.
Czyli jednak nie możemy z nim pogadać. No trudno. Chyba pogadaliśmy już sobie z wszystkimi domownikami. Tak przynajmniej mi się wydaje. Tak więc chyba nie pozostanie mi nic innego, jak udać się do kostnicy. Wiedziałem, mówiłem w pierwszym odcineczku, że kojarzę tą gierkę właśnie z kostnicy. Wiedziałem, że będzie tutaj taki motyw. No dobra, spójrzmy zatem na naszą mapę. Mapa posiadłości.
I can't leave now.
Jak nie możesz teraz wyjść? Ja chcę się udać do kostnicy. Czyżbyśmy mogli jeszcze z kimś porozmawiać?
Do you need anything, sir?
Nie, po prostu przechodziłem. Tak sobie. Do ogrodu. Nie daje mi spokoju też ta fontanna.
The water is murkier than yesterday.
Ja bym chciał jakoś wypompować tą wodę, a pamiętam, że dało się coś takiego zrobić. Dobra, mamy ślady stóp.
There's a deep footprint in the mud. It looks quite fresh. Whom does it belong to?
I teraz będziemy chodzić do wszystkich i pytać się, jaki mają rozmiar buta. Wszystko jest możliwe. W takim razie zacznijmy od Batesa. Będziemy przeprowadzać śledztwo. Kto mógł tam być? A może to są ślady naszych stóp? No bo czemu nie? Skoro też tam przechodziliśmy. Może są to ślady detektywa. A może są to ślady Roberta.
I have no idea.
Nie wiem, o czym by się mogli jeszcze rozmawiać. O śladach butów. No nie mam pojęcia, co by się mogli jeszcze zrobić. Mamy tutaj pozytywkę, mamy tą kulę, mamy pamiętnik Williama. Z Wiktorią zapewne i tak nam się nie uda porozmawiać.
I'd like to speak with you, Victoria.
I'm not feeling well, Samuel. Please excuse me. I hope Robert will make up for the lack of my company.
All right, I'll come back later.
No a Robert z nami też nie chce rozmawiać. W bibliotece nikogo nie było. U Batesa byliśmy, tam byliśmy. U Roberta byliśmy.
Do you need anything, sir?
Not
Nie, po prostu przechodziłem. Dobra. Dokładnie rozejrzyjmy się po każdej lokacji. Być może przeoczyłem jakiś ważny element, przez co nie mogę kontynuować gry.
Morris carried the hay sacks away in time before it started to rain.
Yes, sir.
I took a look around the fountain.
Sir, why would you bother with such a thing? Why not just leave it up to that detective?
Well, I can't help suspecting something's wrong about all of this. 2 unfortunate accidents in such a short time.
You said it, sir. They are accidents. Henry just got drunk as a stone, and this time his luck ran out.
Maybe. But never mind. I have come because of something else. I found a footprint in the mud by the fountain's rim.
But that's nothing strange. There must be lots of footprints there.
Well, this one is fresh and much deeper than the other ones. The person who left it there must have limped badly or been carrying something very heavy.
Are you suggesting it's mine? Well, why couldn't it be yours? It's mostly me who walks around the garden, and the footprint is probably from the morning I found it.
Maybe.
Sir, I told you I was home the whole evening. I've got no idea what happened that night.
How do you know that it was nighttime?
If I answer that now, could we stop returning to the subject?
We shall see.
I heard it from Dr. Herman when he was speaking with Collier.
What else were they talking about?
I was not really listening. I just overheard a couple sentences as I was walking by. Can I go now, sir?
All right. I'll ask Dr. Herman myself. Maybe I'm suspicious of him unnecessarily, but maybe not. I'll go see Dr. Herman and find out what he knows about that footprint. I will go then.
All right, sir.
I can't leave.
Dobra, a gdzie ja znajdę doktora Hermana? Przeszukałem całą okolicę i nigdzie go nie znalazłem. Byłem też w bibliotece, gdzie wcześniej przysiadywał, ale go tam też nie było. Nie mogę opuścić tego miejsca, chyba że... Kiedy zejdę tutaj na dół i pójdę pod bramę, no to wtedy będę mógł opuścić to miejsce.
It's empty.
Puste. Dobra, w szklarni byliśmy, ale wejdźmy sobie tam jeszcze raz. Tutaj mamy szafkę ze skrzynką, której otworzyć nie możemy. Tutaj mamy kolejną szafkę z narzędziami ogrodowymi, których też wziąć nie możemy. Dobra. Chodźmy zatem do posiadłości Black Mirror. No właśnie to jest dziwne, że nie mogę znaleźć nigdzie Hermana. Wydaje mi się, że go nie ma już tutaj. I musielibyśmy się udać do jego domu, ale nie możemy opuszczać posiadłości.
We've already said everything there is to say.
Today's newspaper. I don't want to read it. Victoria is at the fireplace in the...
Wiktoria siedzi przy kominku. Tutaj jest nasz pokój. Do naszego pokoju wchodzić nie chcę, ponieważ tam nie ma nic ciekawego. No okej. Do starego skrzydła też iść nie mogę, ponieważ wszystko grozi zawaleniem. W salonie nikogo nie było. W jadalni też nie było nic, co byśmy mogli sobie wziąć, a w kuchni znajduje się Bates. Ale z Batesem już gadaliśmy.
The door.
Drzwi są zamknięte.
Do you need anything, sir?
Nie, po prostu przechodziłem. Co byśmy mogli tutaj zrobić? Dobra, podejdźmy sobie jeszcze raz do tej fontanny. Kliknijmy na nią prawym przyciskiem myszy i zobaczmy, co powie Samuel.
Something is glittering at the bottom. What could it be?
Aha, dobra, czyli coś tam błyszczy.
Something. What could it be? The water is murkier than...
Ale nie mogę tego wyjąć gołymi rękoma. A nie mam też żadnego przedmiotu, którym bym mógł to wyjąć. Może Bates mi pomoże. A zobaczcie, jak szybko uciekł do piwnicy. Otwarte.
The door is open. Someone must be down there.
Wow, ile tutaj win. No, jakby Henry się tu dostał, miałby co pić.
Wine kegs full of quality red.
Czosnek, prawdopodobnie na wampiry.
This well is from the era when the castle was under siege. It was supposed to connect the castle with an underground system of corridors, but that's merely old hearsay. No one has ever seen those corridors. It's several tens of meters deep, but the water from it can't be drunk.
Na pewno jest zatruta. No jest tutaj Bates i ostrzy noże.
Do you need anything, sir?
I would like to ask you about something.
Certainly, sir.
Bates, can the fountain back in the garden be drained?
Yes, there is a big pump in the cellar. It controls the water flow for the whole castle. It is possible to adjust the water level. However, I do not think it is a good idea to drain it after what happened. And Detective Collier should probably be notified about it, sir.
I am merely considering all the alternatives. We have the right to find out what happened. Do you understand?
Yes, I do. In that case, it is probably best not to tell anyone. Is that what you meant, sir?
Very much so. I think I will go now.
I'll return to my work.
A potem przyjedzie detektyw i powie: fontana jest osuszona, na pewno coś majstrowaliście przy tym. To wasza wina, nie zawracajcie mi głowy, to wy zabiliście Henry'ego.
They're full of clean water. The cellar is quite cold, so the water is always cool. I can't see anything special, just clean water.
Dobra, mamy tutaj wodę. Przejdźmy zatem na zaplecze. Bates powiedział, że jest tam pompa, dzięki której uda nam się wypompować wodę z fontanny.
It's empty. There's nothing in it. This is where our best vintages are stored. The temperature as well as degree of dampness is ideal. Maybe I'll choose a bottle sometime later. I have no time for that now.
No to będziesz miał duży wybór, Samuelu. Jest tu naprawdę tyle win.
The pump is part of the entire water distribution system. It pumps the water in and out endlessly according to immediate needs. Water distribution controls. I have no idea which one does what.
Okej, widzę, że mamy tutaj 3 zawory, ale brakuje jednego. Dobra, cofnijmy się do Batesa, ponieważ Samuel nie wie, jak to działa. Poprosimy go, aby nam wytłumaczył, co musimy zrobić.
Bates, I would like a word with you.
I'm listening, sir.
Bates, that pump we talked about,
Yes, sir.
I think it is broken. Which valve controls the water level?
The pump works all right, sir. Only one of the input valves broke off some time ago. The water level can still be adjusted using the other valves. It just takes a moment to figure out the right setup for what you want to do.
How do I know if I have drained the fountain then?
If I remember correctly, the second column from the right displays the level of water in the fountain.
I will give it a try. I think I will go now.
I'll return to my work.
Okej, druga kolumna od prawej strony wskazuje poziom wody w fontannie. No dobra, spróbujemy tak pokręcić zaworami, żeby osuszyć fontannę. Tylko muszę zapoznać się, jak te zawory działają. To podwyższa to, ale obniża tu. To podwyższa te 3, ale obniża tu. A to podwyższa tylko te 2. Dobra, ja muszę sprawić, żeby tutaj było jak najmniej wody. Chyba zrobiłem coś źle. Aha, dobra. Prawym przyciskiem myszy kręcę w drugą stronę. Udało się.
Ready.
No dobra, według tego, co wskazuje kolumna, w fontannie nie powinno być już wody, tak więc wyjdźmy sobie na zewnątrz, udajmy się do zbiornika wodnego i zobaczmy, czy uda nam się wyłowić to, co tam błyszczało. Kolejny znak. Czyli tam, gdzie pojawia się śmierć, tam pojawiają się symbole.
A sign of some sort, or a symbol. A symbol similar to that from the tower wall. Strange. A new symbol beside another corpse. A symbol similar... Strange.
Czyli jest tutaj jakiś seryjny morderca, który zostawia znaki przy swoich ofiarach.
I'll take a picture of it, just like the first symbol.
Wszystko możliwe. Okej, mamy zdjęcie, ale interesuje mnie też to, co tutaj błyszczało.
I can't see anything, just mud. Where is that shiny thing?
A dobra, mamy tutaj mały kluczyk. Nie zauważyłem go wcześniej.
This must be the thing that glittered at bottom.
Jeżeli Henry zginął w fontannie, to prawdopodobnie jest to kluczyk do tej skrzyneczki, która znajdowała się w jego szufladzie. Udajmy się zatem do szklarni i sprawdźmy to. Co ogrodnik mógł tutaj kryć? Jakie miał tajemnice? Mam nadzieję, że za chwilkę się tego dowiemy. Chociaż naprawdę nie wydaje mi się, żeby on popełnił samobójstwo.
Some papers and a few coins. The bill isn't here. Where could he have put it?
No niestety weksli tutaj nie mamy.
A letter. It's addressed to Victoria.
Madam, please regard this letter as one from an anonymous friend. One of your servants is not whom he pretends to be. You may find it interesting that he is an ex-prisoner.
And a thief. On several occasions, I watched him sneak quietly into the castle cellar, using the old back door. I saw that person take away several bottles of some of the best vintages of your wine that you value so much. No doubt, some of your other valuables have also gone astray. I decided to write you this letter to prevent further stealing. The person's name is Morris.
Henry meant to blackmail Morris. I am curious as what Morris will tell me about this.
Okej, czyli Henry napisał anonimowy list do Madame Victorii. Nie wiem dlaczego. Czy to było spowodowane tym, że oboje się nie lubili? Może to Henry kradł te butelki, ale zwalił winę na Morrisa? Może faktycznie to Morris kradł? Nie mam zielonego pojęcia. Dlatego najlepszym rozwiązaniem będzie udać się do stajennego i z nim pogadać. Zobaczymy, co ma na swoją obronę. Czy jakoś nam to wyjaśni, czy może jednak nie?
Morris, I would like a word with you.
What do you need, sir?
Morris, I know you've been stealing wine from our cellars.
Me, sir? Who told you that?
No one told me. I read it in a letter that Henry wrote to Victoria. So what do you say about that?
Well, I only took a few bottles, sir. I swear. There's such a lot of them in there, I thought nobody would notice. It won't happen again, I promise. Will you give me that letter, sir?
All right, Morris, but I'm going to be watching you. Here it is. I will go then.
All right, sir.
Okej. Czy teraz byśmy mogli opuścić posiadłość, czy jeszcze nie? Możemy. Dobra, mamy tutaj Herman House. Udajmy się zatem w to miejsce.
Oh, Mr. Gordon. I would wish you a nice day, but that is not what it is today. To what do I owe you a visit?
Well, you told me yesterday to come over.
Let us not discuss things outside in the rain. Please follow me. Better, is it not? Do you mind going down to the morgue with me? I have a lot of work to do. We can speak there.
Not a problem. Let's go.
Watch out for the steps. There's not much light in here, and the dampness can make your footing dangerous. So, what do you want?
Szczerze powiedziawszy, przeraża mnie to miejsce.
I have returned as per our conversation yesterday. This won't take long. I would only like to ask a couple of questions.
Let me guess. This is about William, right?
Yes. You mentioned some bad burns on his body.
On the chest area, to be more specific. Yes. So, what?
When we talked yesterday, you said you would tell me more about it. That is why I am here.
Is that what I said? Well, I can only repeat what I have already told you. Massive burns on the chest caused by an unknown object.
Is that all? An unknown object? What you're saying is different from what you already told me.
I cannot remember. Those were just initial theories, anyway. I have recorded everything in the post-mortem account. Shall I quote from it?
That won't be necessary. It seems Dr. Herman has lost his memory since yesterday.
Why is he concealing what he originally wanted to tell me after we had first met? That death report would interest me, but not in his presence.
No właśnie, dziwny gościu, albo on coś ukrywa, albo to on morduje tych wszystkich ludzi.
I spoke with Detective Collier about Henry's death.
It was inevitable that he would end this way. He was a lost cause.
What do you mean?
Well, it certainly was not the first time something happened to that man after he drank himself into a stupor. I know this well because it was I who had to restore him to normalcy after the other bouts. It was not usually serious. However, on this occasion, he overestimated his capacity for drink for the last time.
This is rather awkward, but you see, Henry had something important that belongs to me. I have looked just about everywhere and have not found it. So it occurred to me that he might have had it with him, and that you...
So, what is this it supposed to be?
Actually, it's just a small piece of paper, but it's very important. Otherwise, I would not ask you.
You want me to search his personal belongings?
I would be grateful if you would do that, Doctor.
Gordon, that parcel is part of the evidence. I cannot just remove something and give it to you until the police have completed their investigations.
But that something was mine.
No matter. Until the case is officially closed, I cannot even show you any of those things.
I understand. Thank you, Doctor. At least I know where that blasted bill of exchange is. Dr. Herman, I'd like to ask you about something in connection with Henry's death.
Mr. Gordon, it was my impression that this affair is currently being investigated by Detective Collier. Is that so?
This affair, as you call it, happened in my garden. I have every right to be interested in it.
All right. What do you want to know?
I found a footprint right next to the fountain. It was quite deep and very recent.
Yes, we noticed it. Collier made a record of it in his papers. I do not know what else I can tell you.
Did you notice something odd about it?
What do you mean?
The person who left that footprint either limped or had been carrying something quite heavy.
You have an eye for detail, Gordon. That is exactly what Collier said.
So?
The trouble is, there are footprints all over the place, and they most probably all belong to your groom. What is his name again?
Morris?
Yes. You can exclude that one, though, if you thought of him as a potential murderer. Let me tell you why.
I'm listening.
I should not be telling you this, but it is your business in a way too, so... I have been doing autopsies for over 15 years, and I have never seen anything like this before. Something seemed odd to me the very moment we dragged him out of the pond. His skin was entirely white. You see, I know what the body of a drowned man looks like even after a month, but this was different. He looked as if he did not have a single drop of blood left in his body.
Maybe it was in the water.
Impossible, Gordon. I told you I know what a drowned man looks like. I have not mentioned this to Collier, however. He would think I am going mad. I need to prove my theory first.
So what have you found out?
Exactly what I expected. No blood. Not a single drop of it anywhere. As though something squeezed the life out of him, like the juice from an orange, and disposed of its skin in that fountain. This is not like anything I have ever witnessed.
I'm not a doctor, but I can see it's more than strange.
This is not strange, Gordon. It is flat out impossible. Even if someone deliberately wanted to extract all of his blood, there would still be some remaining in the organs and muscles.
So what's your opinion now?
I have no theories yet as to what my conclusions should be. I have no sensible explanation for what I found, but so far, nothing is indicative of a violent death.
Thanks for telling me this, Dr. Herman.
Listen, no one except the two of us is aware of this fact, and I would prefer it to remain that way, for now. When you speak to Collier, do not tell him anything. I will tell him myself when the timing is appropriate.
Understood. I'll say nothing. You can take my word for it. Now that is truly weird. Doctor, do you think you could go outside for a moment so I could have a look around? I could forget my wallet on the table when you return.
Excuse me? If I had not known your family for so long, I would be offended. Look, I can see where you're coming from. I already told you the parcel has to stay sealed until the investigation is over. So forget it.
No dobra, pogadaliśmy sobie z Hermanem, strasznie dziwny z niego człowiek, do końca mu nie ufam. Ale w tym miejscu zakończymy ten odcineczek. Mam nadzieję, że wam się podobało, dzięki wielkie za uwagę, trzymajcie się i do usłyszenia. Piona.